Introduce yourself.
Pat Cusick, the silent psychopath.
All right. What made you want to become a professional wrestler?
Man, from the first time I went to a wrestling match at Nova Scotia, and I just found out the date the other day. It was December 27, 1984. Man, I've been hooked since, man. That's all I've ever wanted to be. I wanted to be a baseball player a little bit, but when I got, 12, 13 years old, played high school baseball, but wrestling's always been my passion, man. I didn't know what a high was, when I was 13, 14, all through my teenage years. I didn't know what high was, but I realized, man, I used to get a high watching wrestling, man. It's something that I still get now when I perform. I still get that high, that natural high, and I love it, man. Well, it's the best thing I've ever, I can't describe, I can't think not going out there and performing, man. I can't imagine it.
What is your earliest memory of pro wrestling?
Earliest memory, man.
Watching, being a part of.
Man, I remember my dad talking about Dusty Rhodes a lot, man. My dad was a big Dusty Rhodes fan.
American Dream.
Yeah, so that's. I remember my dad, and that's when he asked me the night I went to a wrestling match. Do you want to go see Dusty Rhodes? And it was not even going to see wrestling. And then when I got there to the match and I had the Nova Scope, that's when I realized the whole aura of wrestling at that point.
Okay, where did you start? Like training wise, who, what, where?
Started at with C.W. Anderson in Smithfield. Smithfield, North Carolina. I used to drive 3.5, 4 hours.
Just for training?
Yep. One way, 3.5 hours and then up and way back. So, because there was no training really around here in Virginia in late 1998.
Okay, so you started in 98?
Yep.
And so far, what has been your biggest moment that you would remember? The biggest from you wrestling?
Biggest moment, man. I kind of Phil Brown put me in the right way. So he showed me hey, look, I've went to some shows and that's how I met CW. And then I think in 2001, me and Phil, we got to do a dart match up in for WWE, and we wrestled each other. And that was
how
special.
was that?
It was it was awesome, man. To go in there and wrestle a guy that he's one of my best friends, and to get to wrestle him at the MCI Center in front of 20,000 people, man. It was I never thought I'd ever wrestle with the WWE. I just wanted to wrestle, man. Be a wrestler, and when you got the opportunity, and it was.
So, what did you learn from that experience?
Man,
one of the major points of learning from that experience.
Man, I just, I learned, how to, just watching so many different guys, like Umaga, God rest his soul, man. He was working as one of the 3-minute warning, I think, at the time.
Yep.
He
Rosie and Jamal?
Yeah, he was Jamal, man. He set me and Phil down and really helped us, work, like how to work that crowd and how to work the TV camera and, for working that WWE
very
style.
Professional, very professional, Hollywood style.
Yeah, it was, he and, like I said, he was a great guy, man. And, I didn't get to know him that well, but he took the time off to, help us out a lot, It was great.
So, who's been the biggest impact on your pro wrestling career?
As far as me watching,
watching, the guys that could have been in the locker room with you, helping you. Man, Phil Brown is one.
Yeah, Phil, man. Yeah, me and him learned a lot together, man. But when I first started, man, Carolina was the most the place everybody. And right when I started, man, so many guys, so many people at that time, and late '98, '99, when I go to shows, they went on to get signed of that. So I was around, Shane Helms, who went on and became Hurricane. Helms. The Hardys had just left to go to WWE, so they were there. CW, Steve Corino, Q-Ball Carmen, Joey Matthews, and Christian York. Being around all those guys, you would be on a show, maybe 10 guys who within the next 6-8 months went on to either WWE, WCW, or ECW.
So it felt like things were hot.
Yeah,
like
man,
things aren't like the way they are right now.
Because there's not the opportunity to go to a WCW, ECW.
There's no power plant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And, those guys, they got opportunities and they went, and there was just a lot of talent here. That old, I guess you say, Omega crew, and they were getting ready to go, and they just being around that whole locker room talking about a lot, man. Yeah.
Omega, the whole Gouge and North Carolina area.
Actually, Greg
Majorzik.
Yeah, he ran. It was SCW, I think. Then he used to run Old Berkeley Cafe and Kings and stuff like that. It was awesome, man. I saw some good stuff there.
All right, so what do you think makes you stand out from everybody else that wants to be a pro wrestler? What is your niche? What is gonna make the fans say, "Hey, that's Pat Cusick. I'm gonna watch him"?
Man, just I bring everything to the table, man. I work hard at every aspect. I took a few years off where I had some demons affect me, man, and I wasn't I didn't put everything in this business, which is horrible. and I'm embarrassed by it. But over the last couple of years, or the last year now, I've been beating my demons, man. I got my body's back in shape, man, top shape. I'm trying to put more mass on. I mean, I study tapes. I try to be
DDP
better.
yoga.
Yeah, that too, man. DDP
yoga. You gotta plug that,
bro. That's saved my back. I feel better now than I did 10 years ago because of DDP yoga. And but when you see me, man, I try to put everything. I try to have the body, look like a professional athlete. Every time I watch a match, I'm gonna be better than I was my last match because I'm gonna correct it.
A professional.
Yeah,
you want to look the part, be the part, and do everything right.
Working on my promos. It's just not. It's a bunch of different things. Working your promos, your wrestling, the way you look. And I'm trying to work on all that, man. And just be the best I can every time.
So, how do you feel about the big push? When it comes to people going to the big company right now, how they're picking up a lot of people from the indies and a lot of future talents. How do you feel about that? Do you see that as a green light for you to push more, to try to get there?
Oh, yeah, definitely, no doubt. It's awesome, man, that they're kind of, I think it's good, man, because, I heard that, recently, that they are hiring more independent talents, and I think the guys on indies, they have more passion than signing a guy whose football career failed or is a model, because
they have heart.
Yeah, man, guys, they're grinding, man. I mean, we love this. We don't do this for hardly any money. We travel.
We end up negative a lot.
We love it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this, man. I mean, this is my life, and I got told some people, recently that if the WWE or TNA or whoever says you suck, Pat, you'll never. I'm always gonna do this though. That's fine. You'll never. They said you never wrestle here. Okay, that's fine. But I want to find a place to wrestle because I love it.
Yeah. Have you been to Japan, brother?
No, I'm trying to get
anything?
there. Yeah, I'm trying, and hopefully, man, maybe doing a tour.
01 is looking.
Well, yeah, in the UK and Scotland here. Hopefully.
Oh yeah. So, there's a bunch of big push for the UK because I think Cue Ball's going.
Yeah.
And I think Cue Ball is going to push a lot of our guys in this area, and I know you're one of his boys, one of his favorites.
He's like
he helped you go to that trial, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Did
man.
he not?
Cue Ball has been a blessing in my life over the last year. I've known Cue Ball for years, and he was cool. But over the last years, he's helped me, with my personal life and with my professional life, and he's a mentor and I guess you could say he's my quote-unquote unofficial sponsor. I love that guy, man. I love that guy. Him and Manny Fernandez.
Manny Fernandez, also a big name in this area and many other areas.
Yeah, man. Manny is...
does not get the credit that he should.
No, not at all, man.
He should have a big-time school making, a good amount.
He's, and that guy has put more people up top than people even realize, man. And Manny, it was a blessing in my life, and now he's actually helped me out even more. Now that I'm even more focused on the game, and hopefully we'll see if
that's what it is. It's all about being focused. And where do you see yourself in about maybe 5 to 10 years? Where do you see you? Do you see yourself making a living off of pro wrestling and being that guy that just does pro wrestling only?
If I'm blessed enough, man, I might be making a living. But I know as long as I'm physically able to go out there and perform at a good level, I'll be doing it in 5 or 10 years. Even if it's still back in NWA Fusion, SPW, whoever will have me, I'll be going out there trying to tell the best stories I can, doing the best I can. And when I can't do it good, then and I embarrass myself, I'll get out. But with DDP yoga, staying in shape, living my life right, I'll still be doing it.
What about yourself, man, right now? Do you see yourself being a trainer one day? Or have you been a trainer?
A little bit, man, but I don't feel like, honestly, I don't feel like I know enough to train people. I wouldn't want to take people's money right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm still learning myself, man. I mean, I know you always learn, and keep learning, but maybe one day, but not right now in the time future. I want to I'm still learning myself, man, and I wouldn't feel right taking people's money right now because I don't know enough.
All right. Well, thank you, brother, Mr. Pat Cusick.
Thanks for having me, man.
Have a good one.
All right, bro.